In today's video, I'm going to be going over all the content we know about for Season 2 in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. So not everything in Season 2 is going to be spoken about in this video because not everything has been confirmed or leaked as of right now. But here's a lot of the stuff that we already know about and a lot of stuff that we can expect to come in Season 2 or within Season 2. So one of the biggest things that everyone is talking about right now is going to be XFill Streaks. And what this basically means is if you XFill successfully in a certain amount of times, let's say you do it twice, that's a streak. Let's say you do it 20 times, that's also a streak. So you want to successfully XFill game after game after game to keep building this streak. And we should start seeing some rewards coming for actually XFilling successfully. So for some of the streaks that we know about from some of the images that we have seen, which I'm not going to show on screen because I simply don't want to get striked or taken down for any copyright or stuff like that. But yeah, what some of the streaks are for 2 successful XFills, we're going to start with 500 essence. For 5 successful XFills, we're going to start with 5 armor plates. For 8 XFills, it will be start with 1000 essence. For 12, it's going to be 30% off the perk machine cost. For 20 successful XFills, it's going to be start with 1,500 essence. For 30 XFills, it is going to be increase the contract payout. So whether you're doing contracts in Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3, those contracts are going to start paying out more essence, which is a big W. So for 40 successful XFills, we're going to start with 2,500 essence. For 50 successful ones, we are going to start with 50% off the mystery box. For 75, we're going to start with 5,000 essence. And then for 100, we are going to get 20% off Pack-a-Punch costs. So this is one of the big things we could expect to see come in Season 2, which in my opinion will make a big difference to this game. It's going to make it very, very fun, and it's going to give you more of a reason to actually successfully XFill. I know obviously if you don't successfully XFill, you lose a lot of your loot, but there's some games you might go down, you might think I've only got a small backpack and a 1-plate chest, I've not really got too much loot. I'm simply just going to leave the game and wait for my stuff to load back in. Whereas now you might think, alright, let me actually try and get someone to come and revive me so that I can successfully XFill and keep my streak alive. And realistically, it shouldn't be too difficult to start getting through these streaks. Obviously, it's just going to take a bit of time to successfully go through the games, and I'm not too sure how these are going to work. There might be a certain amount of time you have to be within the game for. So for example, you can't just load into a game and then go straight to an XFill zone and XFill straight away. You might have to complete certain things within the game or stay within the game for a certain amount of time for these to actually count. Otherwise, you could quite easily get through these 100 very, very quickly by just loading in, heading straight for an XFill site and XFilling straight away. But we'll see how that does work when it does drop. So we are expected to get a couple of new schematics to be grinding for as well. One of these schematics will be for the new Wonder Weapon, which is obviously the VR11. As we know, this one did drop, but we don't yet have a schematic for it. We've got a schematic for all the other Wonder Weapons, but we don't have one for the new Wonder Weapon as of right now. So we are expecting one of those to drop in the new update with Season 2. And we're also expecting to get a schematic for the Bloodburn Aether bike. As you guys know, this bike will spawn randomly one time in a game. You guys can go and get on it. It doesn't take damage for taking zombies down. The longer you spend on it and the more zombie kills you get on it, you actually do obviously get that special field upgrade with it as well, so you can go ahead and use that. But that's just going to be a big W. It's going to be a nice way for people to get around the map. Let's say, for example, you want to spawn in, you want to go flying to the other side of the map, or whatever it is that you want to do, you could spawn in with this schematic, you could craft it straight away in game, and it's going to give you a nice bit of mobility to start the game off straight away. Next up, Treyarch have also recently confirmed that Act 4 will receive various updates throughout post-launch, and this may or may not include additional story missions with cutscenes. It's unknown at the moment if Act 4 is the final act or just the last one for Urzikstan exclusively, so we don't know if we're going to start getting some new acts coming in. We don't know if they're going to start adding new missions to Act 4, but definitely keep a close eye on Act 4 as well. And if you guys haven't already, I recommend just before Season 2 does drop, try and go and complete all of the acts that you have got, so then you are fully up to date. You've got all the best gear that you can have. You've completed every single act. So if they do go and drop some new story missions or anything like that, you guys can go ahead and just complete them straight away and get that done nice and quickly. Also, several new Warlord Icons have been leaked as well. So this could obviously give us a whole bunch of different fortresses that we can go in. As we know, we just got the new Dockerby one. But with the update of this, they actually took out the previous fortress, which isn't too great. The legacy fortress is now gone, but apparently these are going to start rotating. So 1 week will be the Dockerby fortress, and then the next one will be the legacy fortress. So it's going to rotate like that. If you guys have played Warzone, you'll know that the game modes on the map sometimes rotate. So I think it's going to be slightly working like that. So we might get one fortress 1 week, one fortress the next week. I kind of hope they were just going to keep them all in at one go, and we'd just be able to do whatever fortress we wanted. You can go and do Dockerby, then go and do legacy, and also go and do some of the new ones if when they do drop. We also know some new guns that we are going to be getting. We are going to be getting an FN2000, which is going to be an assault rifle, I believe. We're then also going to be getting an ARX160, And I'm not too sure if this one is an assault rifle or an SMG. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. We're also rumored to be getting some special weapons. These might be coming with a potential Walking Dead crossover, which we've not yet seen too much on, but there is a potential that we get a Walking Dead crossover, and leakers have claimed that we're going to be getting a new bow and a sword coming in Season 2 as well. Whether that's in the Reloaded update or at the very start, we are not yet sure. And there should be some new aftermarket parts. Some people have said that there might be a chainsaw underbarrel being added into the game, but again, none of that is confirmed as of right now. These are just leaks and what people are rumoring to have. But that's about all we know so far for Season 2 in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash a thumbs up. Let me know out of this what you're most excited about in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on. I'll catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.